Team VAR India, giving me this opportunity to introduce Commscope and give you exciting updates on Commscope. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and dear friends. Prior to me, two presentations talking about more on application, talking about security and how we enable the networks with respect to software. Okay, I am going to talk about connectivity, and connectivity. So we as in Commscope, we are joining the forces in terms of refining or redefining the networks for the futures, and we are shaping up the networks for tomorrow. So connectivity is everywhere. Today, if you see, we live in the world which is highly connected. And day by day, we are seeing lot of requirement with respect to the connectivity. Okay? Wherever we are, whatever device we are using, okay, we need the connectivity. No matter what screen we are using, wherever we are, we need connectivity with respect to get in touch with the people, for learning purposes, for, transaction purposes, and for entertainment. Anything and everything requires connectivity. Okay, and if you see, just think of a day of yours and your reliance on the connectivity. If you see on mobile phone today, your smartphones, your smart watches, your any smart devices which we are using, or the gadget which we are using for the navigation and for video everywhere, and all sort of requirements which we have today, requires a very stable and the connected network in place. From the last 1 minute, I started talking to you. If you see an internet, this 1 minute of internet, approximately 3.7 million Google searches. Okay, close to 266,000 Netflix videos are watched. Close to 900 million, 900 K USD kind of transactions, which are, online, doing the transactions, doing the, spend, and more than a million, 1 million kind of, relationship swaps, which you see on the internet. It is all happening. And there is a behind all of this, there is a very highly complex network environment in place, which is working around. So, this is all, of course, becoming possible, and the challenges are there with respect to putting the newer technologies in place to handle the rapidly evolving communication networks. So these networks are different. It actually puts into the different kind of network requirement to deal with this high bandwidth connectivity requirement which we have to deal with. These networks are the requirement for the next generation, which is, complete out of the mind and, out of the thought. And it's all like, requires every time or any time up and running. We just need connectivity, which is the key. And at Commscope, our teams drives the innovation that makes the communication networks for tomorrow, always, work up and running. So we, as in Commscope, are trusted for every evolution which we had in the industry, and shaping one of the most dynamic and technically challenging environment in the world. If you see, way back in 1976, started with two-way radio, and from there to the era of digital revolution which we have seen, Internet of everything. If you notice over here, there is a high increase, very much high increase in terms of bandwidth demand which is there in the market. All of the market requirement or the applications which we are discussing or we are hearing, it's all bandwidth hungry application which needs to be supported at very high speed and as well as taking care of this kind of data throughput requirements. If you see Commscope, we quietly worked on that pretty well. So we always invested in what next. If you see the logos which are part of Commscope today, in all these years, we have geared up in terms of having those innovations, acquiring those innovations within Commscope to be ready and always relevant to our customers for their today's requirement as well as taking care of their future requirements. This all comes with lot of commitments and lot of innovations which are there in the in the organization. As an organization, we invest close to $800 million per year, $800 million per year in the R&D, and result is next to that. So we have close to 15,000 plus patents with Commscope. These patents are helping us in terms of meeting the customer challenges and bringing the latest state-of-the-art products which meets their connectivity demands in the suitable manner. So what we feel, these are the two essential elements in the fourth industrial revolution which we are seeing today. If you see, the network connectivity demand is changing day by day. Okay, if you see an example of any, the previous network requirement and compare it with today, IP is becoming everywhere. Okay, it's everywhere, the internet protocol which is becoming more and more popular. And all the applications are moving towards IP. Okay, all the applications are more of bandwidth hungry applications, and you have lot of data demand which needs to be handled on very high speed kind of connectivity requirement. And multi-access requirements, multi-purpose network requirements. And not only that, we need to be ready to deal with the future upcoming emerging this network connectivity requirement. That's how we see the upcoming 5G technology and the convergence which is happening in the enterprise telecom world in terms of dealing with all these kind of requirements, and IoT, wherein Commscope with a committed team of the engineers working on the R&D in terms of bringing all these kind of solutions in place in terms of taking care of all these kind of industry requirements with respect to the connectivity. So we are well positioned. As in Commscope, we are well positioned to unlock your networks wherever they are. So we are there with our customers in the areas wherever they are. When you talk about the residential, or you talk about venues, or you talk about metro Ethernet and enterprises, residents, if I have to just give you a quick brief on the the application side, what all are the applications which we are supporting with respect to the connectivity, as in Commscope, from core to access and access to edge connectivity, everything with respect to the connectivity, we have the product and solution in place. So we are taking care of the exchanges, we are taking care of the data centers, we are taking care of the fiber connectivity which is coming to your home with respect to the fiber to the home connectivity requirement, and even the devices which are placed at your home as in set-top boxes and things like that. So we have the end-to-end connectivity requirement dealing all these kind of smart infrastructure projects or smart township projects. When you talk about the venues, I am discussing over here the large campuses, stadiums and airports. So again, the end-to-end connectivity requirement over here with respect to the physical layer connectivity and taking care of the small cells connectivity, distributed antenna solutions, and providing the complete end-to-end connectivity for these kind of venues. When it comes to the large enterprises, again, we are dealing with the complete end-to-end solution with respect to the wired connectivity as well as the wireless connectivity and even the wireless LAN connectivities in terms of meeting all the customer requirements. So we, as in Team Commscope, committed to plan, design, implement, operate networks in all the segments. And we are leading in all the verticals as a company wherever we are. So powering the present and empowering the future. So within Commscope, as I said, we are combining the forces in terms of shaping up the networks for the future or the network for the tomorrows. So combining the expertise and experience, whatever we have in broadband, wireless and video, to provide the complete end-to-end solutions to our customers and enabling our partners to expand the enterprise networks, foster innovation, which is helping us in terms of moving towards the convergence and providing the solutions related to the multi-access environment and multi-purpose solutions, connected homes and things like that. And of course, the increased customer support. When I said the combining force, really helping us in terms of reaching our customers faster and in more comprehensive manner in terms of supporting them for any of their future upcoming network challenges. So here is the statement or the vision statement from our CEO, Mr. Eddie Edwards. So our customers and partners will gain the access to complementary end-to-end infrastructure solutions. What he says, we are invested in what next. I think we know our vision and priorities. These are always on top. And as an organization, we are invested always in what next. So somewhere we are sensing, the kind of opportunities or the kind of application requirement or the bandwidth requirement which we need to support in the market and solving our customer challenges. These challenges actually, if you ask me, are helping us to innovate more and bringing the latest state-of-the-art products first to the industry. Sorry. Some fast fact about Commscope. So we are the company with 30,000 plus people across the globe. As in, talented innovators who are actually there to, help our partners and customers. As I talked in the previous slide, we invest close to $800 million every year in R&D, which is really helping us in terms of having this kind of solid list of the patents which we have. 15,000 plus patents talks about itself, the kind of innovation or the kind of, I would say, the R&D development which we are having in the organization. On top of it, broader portfolio. So as I mentioned, you name the vertical, any and every connectivity requirement, you will find Commscope. So we have the product and solutions meeting all the industry requirement and specific customer requirements as well. So it's all about connectivity. We are very much partner-driven organization with us. 10,000 plus partners who are our channel partner or the ecosystem partners who are helping us to becoming big and becoming close to our customers. We are present more than 150 countries, proven track record, and as a company, we are sized as a Fortune 250 list of the companies in the world. So this talks about our presence as an direct presence of the company, okay, as an reach. So as I said, we are present in more than 150 countries with our partners supporting our customers. What it helps us actually, the responsiveness, reach and resilience, which is very much important in today's world. You can be a world-class product, you can be a number one product. If you are not available and support is not there for the product, nothing can be done. So we really appreciate our partners. With respect to India, we are very much committed to the Indian market and very well aligned with the Make in India strategy of our Indian government. We have a manufacturing plant in Goa. It's a huge manufacturing plant which is not only serving the Indian requirement as well as meeting the global requirement with respect to the products. So we have two plants. One is in Goa and Bangalore. So that's how we are present. On top of above, when I say patent, when we say, availability, when we say, our presence, our people, we have the committed manpower who is, dedicatedly working towards providing the solutions to our customers and solving our customer challenges. So at last, what we feel, all these challenges which we discussed about, all these upcoming bandwidth hungry application, what it needs a technology-wise, a different network altogether, okay? And we need different technology partner to support that. And over and above, what it needs to be, all access should be the seamless. Problems are solved together. Trust and integrity are the mandatory. So we as in Commscope, redefining tomorrow together as in Commscope team with our partners, with our customers, and shaping up the network for tomorrow and for future. Thank you so much. I think, time is already up. 20 minutes given to me by Deepak. So I'm here around with my team, and we have a booth outside. So, I'm ready for any question, queries. Probably we can discuss afterwards. Thank you so much.
Thank